Hey, what it do, y'all? This Strapped Up TV. I'm Strapped Up P. Today, I got my Springfield XD-9. It's fresh out the box, and boy, I'm ready to clean it. Let's go. This is the XD-9 Springfield model, and this is the Defender series. And one thing I like about this is the grip safety in the back rear of the gun. You can't pull the spring, pull the trigger. You can't do anything if you don't grip this safety. That's one thing I like about it. The other thing, this mag. That's a 16+1. You cannot beat that capacity size. And this gun is comparable to the Glock. You know, you really can't compare many things to the Glock, but this is one of them. So before we do anything, you always want to go through your safety. Number one, always have your gun pointed in a direction away from everybody. Never have your hand on the trigger. And you always want to make sure your gun is clear. Okay, so now that that's done, we can go through taking the gun apart. Disassembly, very simple. And you want to take your gun apart. Spring, barrel, and it comes apart very easily and not too many pieces. There's many ways you can clean a gun, but I always start with the barrel. So first you're gonna take some lubricant and cleaner. Some people use their own cleaner and then have a lubricant. I just use both. It's easier. All you would do is take a little, spray it on there, and then you're gonna take your wire brush wand. You just clean it through there, get it through there a few times. And this is gonna knock all the grease and carbon buildup and everything, knock it loose. And you take this off. And this is a microfiber brush that you would put on. You still grease this a little bit, just a little bit on there. You don't have to put too much lubricant. You take that through there, make sure that barrel is clean. And before you finish with the barrel, I usually just hand rub. You don't have to put a lot on there, but you hand rub and lubricate that barrel. Because this is you have pieces functioning around this barrel, so you want to make sure everything is lubricated that's metal. You can take this spring rod and just spray it on it. You take this towel, just wipe off the excess lubricant. That spring is done. So now you want to come to your slide. You get a little spray on there. And I like to take this toothbrush. You got the wire brush, so I take the wire brush first. And just, you make sure you get all the carbon buildup. Make sure you get everything up in there. You always want to make sure you got some Q-tips with you, because it's hard to get up into these slide rails on the side, but you want to make sure you can get up into these slide rails and get all the carbon buildup and dirt and grit that you can get up out of there. It's a lot of smaller parts in this gun that you might not be able to fit the wire brush or anything or a rag through. So you just want to take a Q-tip and be able to get into, the smaller crevices. So once you've done that, you can take a toothbrush. You can buy a little fancier brush, but a lot of people just take a toothbrush and just make sure you wipe everything down. And then after that, you can just wipe everything off. So you get down up in there, get everything off, because you don't really need a whole lot of lubricant on here. And if you use a lubricant cleaner, you have, a lot of excess. So you want to make sure you wipe all that excess off. And one reason you want to have lubricant, not only because you have functioning metal pieces, but you have metal, so rust. You don't want your gun to rust, so you want to keep a little bit of grease on there for rust prevention. And I do recommend, if your guns sit up, if you don't use them every day, to get rust wipes, wipe it down, and you'll be good to go if it's just sitting up. Next, we have the frame of the gun. And this is another thing that we want to use a wire brush for. And spray a little lubricant cleaner up in there. You take the wire brush and you just wipe everything down. Real simple. You don't gotta be, no extravagant 30-minute wipe down. Just make sure you hit every corner of it, and you don't have to, but I like to use both brushes. And then you just take your towel and you wipe, insides of it. So that is a clean, shiny gun. And sometimes you have lubricant traces, throughout there, and you can just wipe that away, and man, you're good to go. Thank y'all for watching the video. Like, subscribe, comment, share. If you have any tips or any future videos you would like me to do, don't you hesitate to hit that comment box. Protect yourself.